and welcome back to our next segment reading of the Asatru Edda. I am Asger Rodskeg, and today we are reading chapter 11, which is entitled Ljósálfar. And the biggest theme we find in this chapter is with the now freshly created Midgard. The gods were now going to establish ways for us to keep time. And so we see the introduction of the sun god and the moon god. Then Bur's sons took Ymir's skull and from it made the sky. They raised it over the earth, and under each of the four corners they placed a diverger. They are called Austri, Vestri, Nordri, and Sundri. Then they took embers and sparks shooting out of Sokdalir and flying randomly. These they placed in the middle of Gnungahinum, both above and below, to light up the heaven and earth. They fixed places for all these elements. Some were placed up in the heavens, whereas others, which had moved about under the heavens, found places and established their courses. Before this, Sol did not know where she had mansions, stars did not know where they had stations, and Mani did not know what might he had. It is said that from then on, times of day were differentiated and the course of years was set. There are 9 worlds and 9 heavens. It is said that a second heaven lies to the south of ours. It is called Andolanger. Still further up, there is a third heaven called Vidblain. We believe that this region is in heaven, but now only the Ljósálfar live there. The steam is called Ifing, which divides the earth between the Jotnar and the Godin, and it shall flow openly throughout all time. No ice shall be on that stream. 9 heavens on high are listed. The nethermost is Vindblain. It is Hidonir and Hregmimir. The second heaven is Ardlanger. The third, Vidblain. Vifedmir is the fourth. And Hrojor and Hlinir is the sixth. Gimir, Vetmir, Skaternir stand higher than the clouds, and it is beyond all of the worlds. Then the Godin all went to their Thingsati at Iduvalir, and there they gave names to Nat and Nidjar. And they named Morgan Dellinger and Midgard afternoon and evening, and to reckon the years. The beneficent powers which made Nigh and Need to count the years for men. Then Allfather Odin took Nat and her son Dagr. He gave them 2 horses and 2 chariots, crafted by the Diverger, and placed them in the sky to ride around the earth every 24 hours. Nat rides the first horse with the Nat rides with the horse called Hrimfaxi. He draws each night forth over the beneficent powers, and from its bit he lets drops fall every morning. Hence comes the dew in the dales. People call the dew which falls on earth honeydew, and bees feed on it. From their honey comes the mead of men. Dagr's horse is called Skinfaxi, and with its mane it lights up the sky and the earth, drawing forth the bright day over humankind. That steed is counted best among our people. His mane always sheds light. Dellinger's son urges on his horse, well adorned with precious stones. The horse's mane glows above Midgarder. The steed draws Dvalin Sindri's playmate, Dogger, in his chariot. The Godin decided at Idavillir that Nat and Dogger would alternately travel through Jormungand's eastern horse doors near Dellinger's home into the Upenhimen and return through those gates in the west where Beringer had his land allotted to him. Mundifari Lodir's children with Nat, Mani and Sol, were made to journey each day around the heaven to count the years for men. The Verger forged their chariots of fire and gold. Sol was made to drive the horses that draw the chariot of the sun, which the Godin, in order to illuminate the worlds, had created from burning embers flying from Sokdalir. These horses are red in color and are called Arvarker and Ausvider, and who shall wearily drag the weight of the sun. In order to cool them, the Godin placed two bellows under their shoulders, which are called Isarnkol. A shield was then placed before Sol, which is called Svalin. If it were to fall from its place, mountains and oceans would burn, and the ancient powers risted holy runar on the shield, on Arvarker's ear, and on Alsvider's hoofs. Sol got on her chariot for the first time and drove up into the newly created heaven. Now that the sons of Bur had lifted up the lands, they who fashioned glorious Midgarder. Sol shone from the south on the shores and on the south to the stones of the abode. Then the ground grew green with flora. Sol, Mani's companion from the south, cast her right hand across the horse door to heaven. Sol moves fast, almost as if she is afraid, and she cannot go faster on her journey even if she were afraid of her own death. But it is not surprising that she moves with such speed. The one chasing her comes close, and there is no escape for her except to run. Skol is the wolf's name that chases the fair-faced Dis to the Varna Vidir. He frightens her, and he eventually will catch her. Mani guides the path of the moon and controls its waxing and waning. His shining chariot is drawn by a white horse. His path lies beneath Asgarder, and he stands firm within the sky. Carrying the thorn rods called Lemur, he is the lord of Heptir, and it is to him that one must pray against their hateful vengeance. The moon itself is sometimes a silver ship floating in the Aething River, and because of this, Mani is called Nokvi. Another wolf is called Hati. He is Hrodvitnir, Fenrir's son, and he is also called Managarmr. He runs in front of Sol trying to catch Mani, and this will happen. Until then, he shall follow the bright maid of heaven. At each horizon of Jormungand there are horse doors which the Ljósálfar ride through on their journey to and from the sky. Near the eastern horse door lies Dellinger's hall in Alfheimr, where he gets aid to Nat and to her kinsmen. Near the western horse door is Billinger's domain, who does the same. Dellinger is the Jarl of the Ljósálfar and the Lord of the Dawn. Billinger rules over Twilight. Dellinger is Nat's husband and father of Dagr. The dawn is a reflection of Midgarder's eastern horizon from Dellinger's home, and it can only be seen when Nat leaves the Upenheim and before Sol and Dagr have come forward. When Nat completes her journey under the Upenhimen and the red light of dawn appears, the Dverger Throdreyrir sings before Dellinger's horse door. Power to the Aesir, victory to the Alfar, and wisdom to Hroptatir Odin. The twilight is a reflection of Midgarder's western horizon from Billinger's domain in Vanaheimer. Here, he leads the Vanir, warriors who safeguard the Ljósálfar and provide them with lodging each night. From the equinox, it is autumn until the sun sets in the position of none, when it is winter until the equinox. Then it is winter until the equinox. Then it is spring until the moving days. Then it is summer until the equinox. Haustmander is the name of the last month before winter. Gormanader is the name of the first one in the winter. Then there is Freyrmader, then Hrutmanader, then Dori, then Goi, then Inmanader, then Goxmanader, and Sattid, Igtid, and Tvimader, Solmanader, and Selmanader, Heananer, and finally Korn Skudarmanader. And that is the chapter on the Ljósálfar. I hope you enjoyed this segment today. If you would, support the channel, hit that thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe for all of our new content, and we'll see you on the next session.